Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, use your clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Alright, I'm going to try and make this quick. So, I'm going to just pull cards and kind of like zip zap through it. I swear, right? So, hold on. It is in the middle of, I guess technically the coldest month of the year would be February, right? So what I was going to say is we're in the middle of winter here, and it looks like spring outside. It smells like spring outside. There's like zero snow outside, right? Which, I'm not complaining, really. I love the winter, but I also love the other seasons as well equally, because they all have their pros and cons. But for New York weather, this is pretty good. I like it. I swear it feels like spring. I'm just praying that I don't keep getting the same cards because, like, I mean, it's about the progression of the story. I said this before, like, you know how, like, in novellas or, like, soaps, right? Every day is a new episode. It's not an episode every week. It's an episode every day, right? Someone's stomach could be hurting, too. But only because they're, like, very nervous about something, right? You know, like when you're a kid and you do something you're not supposed to, or, like, oh no, I'm gonna get in trouble, so your stomach starts to hurt. Someone's, nervous that they're gonna get in trouble, or they're about to get caught doing something, or something like that, but someone's stomach hurts. Like, someone has a very, I'm also getting, like, a very fidgety and flighty energy. Very nervous, very flighty, very fidgety. And they're getting, like, stomach aches because of it. It's because of how nervous they are and how, like, afraid. Something about them getting caught, right? There could be money involved. I had a dream last night. I'm not going to get into the dream last night because it was... But, yeah. So I'm just going to start off with that, what I've just been saying just now. So... somebody could be trying to backtrack as well. Like, either go back on actions that they've done or go back on things that they've said. They're trying to, like, backtrack. And it's not like they're trying to pretend that they didn't say it, because at this point in time, everybody knows they said this. Everybody knows they did this. Everybody knows blah, 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 whatever. So it's kind of like they could be going to, or trying to use a line where I didn't mean it like that, or I didn't say it like that, or... They could also be saying, well, you know, I only said that because at the time, blah, 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 blah. But now I see, right? But you should never want to be put in a position where you have to backtrack the things that you've said, right? Especially if the things that you were saying were nasty and horrible and there was really no reason to say those things, right? So these people or this person could be like, well, you know, at the time I didn't know, or at the time I didn't see, or at the time I didn't think. But it's like... whatever mean and nasty, spiteful, jealous, gossiping things you said it. You did it. You said it. So I feel like these people or this person, they're trying to excuse their behavior only because there could have been something that they said that's really about to like rock their world, or really like affect them in a very negative way, and they're getting scared about it. It's like really affecting like their mental right now. It could also, with their stomach, it could also be because whatever they were hoping to, okay, so let's say they were saying things with their mouth, right? Word magic, gossip, malicious, nasty, mean things, jealous, spiteful, whatever. Whatever they were saying with their mouth, they were hoping it would manifest something for them or give them something or create something. Either money, friends, love, attention, opportunities, wealth, status, ego, whatever. It was supposed to do something for them. But it's not. It's done the complete opposite, right? That's probably one of the biggest reasons why they were using their mouth in such a way. Right? They're realizing that, you know, this person could also be thinking, oh, how do I get out from like, or from saying what I said? But it's kind of like, someone could also be looking at this person like, when you were saying what you were saying, you were all too happy to be saying what you were saying, and now you want to backtrack and say that you didn't know any better. But when you were saying what you were saying, you were just hee ha ha and hooting and hollering, right? But now that it's not giving you what you thought it was going to give you, which is why you were saying it, now you want to be like, oh, well, I didn't know, or I wasn't thinking, or I didn't see, or, you know, I don't know why that's coming up, but that's that. All right, let me move on. All right, what else? Honesty reverse. Yeah, someone's been lying. This is somebody who's like someone. I don't know why, but the phrase that's coming out is someone who was in your camp. Someone who you thought was like a friend to you, someone that you kept around you, or you conversed with, or kept in your circle, or whatever the case it is. This is the person that's been lying on you. And also lying to you, because it's like they're in your face, hee hee ha ha, smiling, but behind the scenes, behind your back, they're over here saying nasty things about you, and being like a real malicious, mean person. This is like a dark witch who like dabbles in like black magic, or like, because gossip and like word magic, like that's a form of like black magic. It's dark, heavy magic, because you're speaking ill upon people. So this could be a dark witch, or like someone who dabbles in like voodoo. Whatever this is like black magic. It's not. And this was someone in your camp, or someone you felt that you can keep in your camp, or someone you felt worthy of being in your camp, or someone you were just like, oh, you need love? I can give you some love. I can give you kindness. I can give you friendship. I can give you empathy. Welcome to my camp. And that person like turned on you and like fucking bit you. I've been seeing a lot of things about snakes lately. A lot of things. There was this one thing that I actually read. Let me pull it up now that I'm speaking about it. This was a snake in your camp. It was just very. Hold on. Alright, give me a second. Hold on. I got distracted. Alright. It's a snake, and the snake is coming out of the woman's mouth, and it's biting her in the throat. And the caption says, imagine being bitten by a snake, and instead of healing from the poison, you chase the snake to understand why it bit you and prove that you didn't deserve it. So I feel like whatever this person was doing, it was also kind of like in a way to like bait you as well. So not only did you accept this person into your camp, you gave them love, compassion, kindness, blah, blah, whatever, right? But this person went around and they bit you, and they were biting you, right? And one of the reasons why they were biting you, this person was kind of baiting you. And it was kind of like, yeah, I bet you, say something. Yeah, I bet you, say something. Yeah, I bet you, do something. Yeah, I bet you, do something. But instead, you've done none of that. Instead, you're just like, all right, you bit me. I'm going to heal from this poison. Instead of trying to chase you down and ask you questions and interrogate you and confront you and be all, why'd you do this? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do this? Did you bite me? Did you bite me? Did you say this? Instead of doing all of that, you're just like, okay, I see that you bit me. I'm going to go heal from this. And you're no longer welcome in my camp. Right? And I feel like there's something about your reaction, by you giving them that kind of reaction, you giving them that kind of like, I'm not going to argue with the snake. You bit me. I see that. I know I didn't deserve that. You bit me for whatever reason you wanted to bite. You did that. All right. So I'm going to go heal from this now. I'm not going to chase you down and ask you why. Because at the end of the day, I know I didn't deserve that. And I'm not the one that bit me. You bit me. So I'm going to go heal and then move on. But I feel like there's something about that. This person, I feel like because you didn't do that, you didn't do the interrogation, the asking, you didn't, and you knew that they were baiting you by doing this. Now they want to backtrack, and now they look like a DICK, or they look like a BITCH, right? They look like a horrible person, because it's like, you've been biting and attacking and interrogating and instigating and doing all of this to a person who's just trying to go heal. And you're still doing it. Right? And now it's just like, now they're just like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this for no reason. Like, basically they've done all that for no reason. Right? Everything that they've been saying, everything that they've been doing, and a lot of the things that they were saying, they would follow it with watch. I'm telling you, watch. Just watch. Just watch. I'm telling you. And everyone was just like, we've been watching. We've been watching. So now that's why this person feels like they have to like backtrack. Well, I didn't know at the time, or I didn't see at the time, or I wasn't thinking at the time. But it's like you were more than happy at the time. More than happy, ecstatic, elated, right? You were living in some grandiose fantasy that by doing this, you would get something in return. Where's your return? Because that return had to come from your reaction. It had to come from you confronting them, or instigating, or interrogating, or asking them, or it had to come from that, and that never happened. And now they have like stomach aches, and their mental is not well. This person could be avoiding you as well, because it's kind of like they know that you know, and if they were to look at you, it's just gonna like, I don't know, like they can't look at you in the face, or they can't look at you in the eyes, or they're avoiding you because they know that you know, and you know that they know that you know, and that's why they're avoiding you, because they know you know. You know they're avoiding you because they know that you know that they know that you know. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, what is it that's really, like, what are we trying to do here? Like, what is this? Right? High Priestess of Earth in reverse could be an earth sign, a karmic earth sign, a karmic feminine earth sign, a karmic feminine Virgo Taurus Capricorn, or it could be a karmic masculine Virgo Taurus Capricorn, right? This is somebody who's very envious about the things that you have, and so they took it upon themselves. I just got deja vu. I feel like I did this reading already. Yeah, this is somebody who's very envious about the things that you have, whether it's materials or your gifts, your spiritual gifts, your wisdom, your beauty, your attractiveness, whether you're a man, just you, the attention you get, the opportunities you have, how honest you are, how truthful you are. Because again, this is a liar. They be lying. This person is a liar. They just like to lie, and they could also be lying about the things that they have. This person's very nervous. Very nervous. This person is getting like, I just felt like a bunch of walls closing in. This person, they're going through some sort of like impending doom like situation or something. They feel like their walls are closing in. They don't have like an escape route. That's what they're feeling. They're feeling like their walls are closing in and they don't have an escape route, and they're getting very, very nervous. And you need to be careful of this person, because what happens when you corner a rabid dog? They will attack. This person is feeling like they're being cornered, like their walls are closing in, like some sort of impending doom. They're trapped. This person, be cautious, because they're going to attack, because they feel like they have nothing else to do. They can't do anything else. At this point, where they feel mentally, emotionally, spiritually, they feel like they can't do anything else but to attack. Be cautious of this woman. Be cautious of this man. All right? They are at that point where they are going to, because they feel like they have nothing else to lose. They have nothing else to gain, or they can't gain anything else. They're rock bottom, so what more could they lose? They feel like that's their only way. All right? Be cautious. And a lot of the reasons why they're doing this is because they're jealous of the things that you have, or lying on the things that you have. It's like they made it a point to be in the know of what you have. Like, they wanted to know what you have. I don't know why, but then this is someone that you welcomed in your camp. You welcomed this person with open arms. Like, yes, I will give you love, compassion, friendship, kindness, empathy, understanding, patience. I will give you all of that. And this person bit you. This was a snake. And you could not have known, because they disguised themselves very well, or you wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Or even though God was saying, don't do it, you were just like, but, maybe they just need a little bit of love. Maybe they just need a friend. Maybe they just need, right? And God's like, because of your heart, we understand, all right? But unfortunately, these are the things that's going to play out. However, because you are a child of the Most High God, of course, we're not going to let anything malicious or anything hurt you, all right? But at the same time, this is going to be a little lesson for you, all right? I'm hearing like this person wants to make peace, or like try to make peace with you. But that's not real. Invisible reverse. Yeah, this person's been... the word that I wanted to say... I wanted to say seen, but the word in my head that came out was spotted. They've been spotted. Right? They've been spotted. They're out in the open. They're not invisible. People... This is not... Whoa, sorry, excuse me. This is not a snake that can hide. Everyone knows that... Wow, you really are a good person. Like, you're kind of a shitty person. Whether this is a man or a woman, like, you're not... Wow. Like, we really see you for who you are. You're kind of a mean and nasty, angry person. We don't want to be around you. Just as you bit someone that welcomed you into their camp with open, loving arms, you bit that person. What's to say you won't bite us too? You bit an earth angel. And for what? Because now this person is being left alone, feeling destitute, their walls are closing in, impending doom, very mean, nasty. They could be losing materials. And it shows. And that's why you need to be careful of this person, because they're going to attack. Somehow, some way, either with their words, with their hands, with their feet. That's their next step, because they didn't get their way by trying to bite you. They didn't get what they thought they were going to get by doing this to you. Instead, it gave them the complete opposite. Like, wow, it really shows what kind of person you are. I pulled out 2 tarot decks, but only because I know that whichever deck I use, it was going to be either this one or the supernatural deck. I don't know, but for whatever reason, for this reading, it doesn't matter. I could use both decks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out some of these, and then I'll switch the deck, and then I'll use supernatural cards after. Yeah, I feel like this person, they can't be invisible, they can't be unseen. So what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to backtrack the things that they've said, the things that they've done, hoping that it'll give them some kind of like cover or blanket to the things that they've said and done, right? Well, maybe if I hide under this lie, well, I didn't know any better, people would be like, oh, well, you know, they didn't know any better, blah, 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 right? And usually when you make a mistake, it's because you didn't know any better, right? So that is easily forgiven. But in this situation, this is somebody who you welcomed with open arms in your camp, and they bit you, right? But here's the thing. This is why it's kind of unforgivable. I mean, nothing's really unforgivable, right? But here's the thing. So they were, hi, but behind your scenes, biting you behind the back and ha, biting you. And then go back to your camp and say, hi. You see what I'm saying? This is something they knew because they kept doing it. They kept doing it. They kept smiling in your face and then biting you behind your back. Smiling in your face and then biting you behind your back. And then they would say, just wait, just watch. Watch, just wait. And now it's like, we've been watching. We've been waiting. So not only did you prove to us that what you said wasn't truthful, but you just showed us who you are, which is a very mean and nasty person. So now people around them are reevaluating. Is this the kind of people that I want in my camp? Is this the kind of man? Is this the kind of woman that I want to be welcome in my camp? Because we've seen what happened when the collective welcomed them in their camp. And they came to our camp and bit them and said this and did that. And then they went back to the collective's camp and, broke bread with them, shook hands, hugged, laughed. And then they will go back to our camp. And so it's like these people are now questioning, is this... Because if they're doing that to the collective, what are they going to do to us? Now, it could just be that they were just doing this to you. Two of Wands reverse, right? This was why, I don't know why, but this person thought it would be a good idea to, like, be a snake towards you. They thought this was a good idea, but Two of Wands reverse, that was not... I'm hearing you're no one to be playing with. You're no one to mess around with. That's not... I don't know, this person thought it was a good idea. Like, they thought by... I don't know, they must have thought that you welcoming anybody into your camp, they were going to try and, like, prove a point to you. Like, that's why you can't... that's why you can't let anybody in your camp, because you never know what happens. But they took it upon themselves to be that example that they had. It's like, you did all that for what? To prove what? Because the collective is still standing tall in their camp, and it's only growing and getting bigger. And here you are not feeling like... You've got impending doom. You're losing things. You're losing notoriety. You're losing status. You're losing recognition. Right? All because of what? And now this person wants to, like, go on the attack now. They want to, like, attack you because it's like, you lied. You gossiped. You slandered. You said whatever you said. And now you want to take it out on the collective because they couldn't prove to you that you shouldn't let anybody into their camp. Like, how does that make sense? Well, I'm going to prove to them that they can't be nice to everybody. How are you going to prove that? By biting them. You mean you're going to prove to the collective, the same person that invited you and allowed you into their camp, you're going to bite them to prove to them that you shouldn't let anybody in your camp? You see, that doesn't make sense. And that's the thing, like, why do people want to take it upon themselves to bring justice, to teach the collective a lesson, or to humble the collective, or to be an example, or to, like, why are people so desperate, so eager, so obsessed with trying to be an example, or to be like, I told you so, or, criticize, or you shouldn't do this, or just watch? Why are they so obsessed with that? It's you know what this energy is giving me? This energy is giving me, like, an adult who tells a child, well, you're going to have to suck it up because the world isn't nice and sunflowers and daisies. This is what this energy is giving. This is like a bitter adult that is trying to prove to a child that they can't, or your dreams are stupid and I'm going to prove it to you. That's what this is. That's what this energy gives me. Every time I come across this in my readings, like, people are always, like, they become obsessed and, like, angry and, like, I have to prove to the collective that not everybody is nice. I have to prove to the collective that not everybody will, they can't always have it their way. Like, why? Why are you so obsessed with that? Why are you taking it upon yourself to like cast some sort of judgment or to be like, I told you? Why? Why do you need to do that? That's not for you to do. That's not your job. You're not a judge. You're not God. And then these people, they get mad at the collective because God is punishing them. Because that's God saying, you have no business doing that. That's not your place. That's not your right. Focus on yourself. And these people, they get so angry. Because it just shows what's really inside them. They're just snakes. That's really what that is. A whole adult telling a child, your dreams are stupid. The way you look at the world is dumb. Or like, you're going to have to grow up and stop crying because the world isn't cold. And it's like, why are you making that your job? Why are you trying to belittle that child? Why are you trying to humble the collective? That makes no sense. And now look at you. You look like a dick for trying to... You see what I'm saying? That's not your place. That wasn't your job. You had no business doing that. 2 of Wands reverse. Bad plan. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they did this because they thought they were going to get something. I'm going to bite the collective and prove to the world that, see, you can't... Oh, it's not safe to be that happy. It's not safe to be that angelic. It's not safe to have that wonder. It's not safe to, be confident enough to follow your dreams. It's not safe to do this. It's not safe to do that. Who said? Who said? That's insane to me. If you feel that way about yourself, great. Keep it pushing. But if the collective, like, why people like this, why do they take it upon themselves to be like, you can't follow your dreams? Why not? Because the world isn't like that. Okay, if you think that, that's okay. No one's telling you to see the world and roses and daffodils. Like, no one is saying that to them. But they want to take it upon themselves to say that to the collective, which is crazy. Because why are you so obsessed? Why does it matter if the collective chooses to? Right? And it could literally be because they can't. They limit themselves. I'm getting Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn is about limits and boundaries. So these people could be feeling limits or limited. Feeling like they are some sort of like an invisible boundary, invisible fence, whatever the case it is. And they see you being free and happy. I'm going to teach them that it's not okay to be free and happy. I'm going to teach them the dangers of being free and happy. Why? Why is that your business? If you feel safe in your confines of limits and bounds, that's great. But the collective isn't going out of their way to be like, you should be free. You should be happy. You should be confident. Like, they're not doing that. But instead, you want to let yourself be welcomed into their camp, and then I'm going to humble them and then bite them. That's insanity. That's craziness. All of that so they can be like, just so they can be like, they just wanted to get something out of it. They did all that to get something out of it. I don't understand why people are so focused and so, like, you have your own life. You have your own job, your relationships, your family, your business, your vehicles, your homes, your travels, your pets, your confidants, your friends. Like, why? Why are you so concerned about someone else's lives when you can focus on your life and either make it better or build it? Like, if you don't like it, make it better. I don't understand. Now, unless there's illegal, nefarious things happening, and obviously, right? That's a different story. But if someone is just living in La La Land, having a grand old time in life, I mean, you could be concerned, great, but to take it upon yourself to humble that person, for what? What are you going to get out of that? That's the equivalent of, like, someone stepping on a little bunny. Like, you're not going to look like you're a big bad wolf. You're going to look like an abuser. Like, you just stepped on a bunny, you just kicked a bunny, you just kicked a cat. Like, for what? Well, because the cat was in my way, and I need to show that cat that, you can't just take a nap anywhere. You just can't lay down anywhere. That's a little kitten. That's a bunny. That's a child. What are you talking about? So they didn't get the action, the recognition, the reaction that they thought they were going to get, right? The devil. That could be a Capricorn. I did say Capricorn a couple times already. And with the High Priestess of Earth reverse, it definitely could be a Capricorn. Capricorn woman, a Capricorn man. But this person, they're just obsessed. They're obsessed. They wanted to humble you so bad. They wanted to sit you down, put you in your place. And God's like, I'm sorry, did I appoint you the judge of the collective? Did I, since when? Where's the roster? Let me see where this person's job is at, because last time I checked, that's not their job. Right? And now they want to attack you because it's like, they wanted to take it upon themselves to do something they had no business doing. And they're mad at you because the job that they took it upon themselves to do isn't working out. And God's like, well, did I tell you to do that? No. Who told you? Who told you to do that? The devil told them to do that. And God's like, oh, all right, so I didn't tell you to do that. All right, so the devil told you to do that. So that's probably why, right? Because the devil is very tricky. The devil will lie, right? The devil will come to you in soft, buttery voice and tell you to do this, right? Convincing you that you're doing the right thing. Come to find out those consequences, and the devil is laughing, ha 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 ha, because he tricked you out, another lost human, into doing his bidding against the collective. That's what this is. And now they want to punish you because they got tricked by the devil. The devil's like, do this to the collective, say this to the collective, and in return, you will get this. And they're like, okay, not knowing it was actually this, a bad plan. They had no business doing that. And now they want to be mad at you because they listened to the devil, and now God is punishing them because of those consequences. Like, who told you to do that? The devil. Okay, well, maybe next time don't listen to the devil. The world reverse. I don't know why, but this person doesn't want to stop doing this. They want revenge because you made them look like a fool by the things that they said. That's insanity. Let me put this down so you can see. Yeah. This person feels like you showed them up or something. King of Wands reverse. There could be a karmic fire sign, either a karmic Aries, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius masculine, or a karmic Aries, Leo, Sagittarius woman, but in masculine energy. Yeah, this person's a bully. Whoever this person is, they're a bully. With the Knight of Swords reverse and the Five of Swords upright. Yeah, this person's a bully. They're like, they were competing, or they want to compete with you. Very petty. This is a very petty and competitive person. And they felt like you showed them up. So now they took it upon themselves to try and humble you, to bite you. Right? Like, they will go back to your camp, break bread, share with you. And then they will go back to other people's camps and bite you with their words. And now everyone's just like, but if they're coming to our camp and saying XYZ about the collective, but then they go back to the collective's camp and breaks bread with them and laugh and dance and have a grand old time, and then they come back and talk shit about the collective, that something's not right. Something's not adding up. It's not making sense. Right? So it's like you're willingly going to the collective and breaking bread with them and having a grand old time, but then you coming back to us? It's like this person was trying to do something to set you up, or they're going to try to do something to set you up, to like live out something that they wanted to say, or live out something that they were saying about you. Either they were going to try and set you up by doing this, or they are trying to. But again, you have to be careful of this woman or this man. I'm also getting, for some of you, they don't know why they don't have what they don't have right now. And this could be somebody who, at this point, they were expecting to have some sort of materials or money. At this point, they should have had it by now. At this point, right? That's what they're thinking. So they're wondering, how come I don't have XYZ when I've, it's kind of like, I led everybody to all these lies and false conclusions and blah, 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 blah. How come I don't still have this position, this job, this house, this car, these clothes? How come I still don't have these things? And they're so worried about how come they still don't have these things. And they're obsessed with that. But for some reason, it has to do, like, with you, and you're just not biting the bullet, and that's pissing them off. They don't want to stop. They want to... They got obsessed with this, and they feel like you showed them up. How are you going to show someone up with the lies? Like, you're the one that's lying, not me. What are you talking about? Alright, I'm going to switch the decks now. Six of Wands reversed, Four of Cups. Yeah, what the fudge crackers? This person, they failed. And they're not understanding that this was like a waste of time. They just failed doing all of this, and they're not happy. This is someone who's like very miserable in their lives. That's probably why. Well, I'm going to show you that you can't be happy. You have to be miserable like everyone else. Everyone gather around, gather around. I'm going to show you that nobody's really this happy. I'm going to show you that this person too is miserable like me, like the rest of us. And it's just like, what? Why are you doing that? Why are you taking it upon yourself to bring more misery and darkness into this world? Like, why? And it's because they're listening to the devil. Right? That's why. Because if they were not listening to the devil, why would they be so concerned about dampening your light, darkening your light? If you were listening, if you were with God, you would bring more light. You would encourage the light. You would blow life into fire, and right? No, this person was listening to the devil. They got demons inside of them, and they're just like, that the demons were just like, that person's got a light, blow it out. Right? And that's what this was. They wanted to blow out your light. Let me show you that I too can blow out this person's light. And God's like, that's my light though. Who told you that you can do that? Weirdo. This is just a big fat failure in life. And they're miserable. They're not happy. They don't know why they don't have the things that they should. In their mind, it's like, I should be having these things by now. I'm 20, I'm 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I should be having XYZ by now. Why don't I have XYZ by now? Right? They could also be asking themselves, right? Like, why don't they have what they feel that they deserve and they should have? And it's like, because you stay listening to the devil. The devil will absolutely, almost always lead you down the wrong path. And if you keep doing that, that path is, you're going to fail. You're not successing. You're not having achievements. You're not having accomplishments. You're miserable. You're unhappy. You won't let things go. You're obsessive. You're materialistic. You can't see. And it shows. And you're a liar. On top of that, it shows that you're a liar. It shows. It shows. And on top of that, this person does the dumbest things to get money or recognition or achievement or status or reputation. They do the dumbest shit and then they wonder why it's not working. You're listening to the devil. The devil doesn't care about you. He cares about spreading misery and darkness. The devil's a liar. He's not... You tell the devil... The devil's like, okay, do this for me and I'll give you XYZ. And then you agree. And then you do what you have to do. That's all. He doesn't care about fulfilling his end of the deal. No. You did what he wanted you to do. Great. Now he can move on to his next victim. Blow out that light. Then you blow out someone's light. Move on to the next one. Not knowing that you're left with a bunch of karmic debt to resolve. You got no riches, no recognition, no reputation, no notoriety, no success. You're just miserable and depressed. You blew out someone's light just to be miserable and depressed just like you. And then you wonder why God's not blessing you. You wonder why. Because you stay listening to the devil. The devil doesn't care about you. I don't know why I have to keep saying this. The world does not care about you. God does. But then people want to listen to the devil and then they wonder why nothing's working out for them. Why am I getting punished? Why doesn't God hear me? Why doesn't God love me? What did you expect? Come on. You think you're going to get rewarded for blowing out someone else's light? No, you're not. No, you're not. It might feel good. You might notice a difference for like a week or two, maybe a month, maybe a year, but come on. Then things are really going to start happening. Delays, car troubles, home troubles, family troubles, financial troubles, mental health troubles, environmental troubles, right? Like your power went out because a tree knocked down the power line down the road and there's nothing you can do about it. So now you have to live in your home for like a couple weeks without no power, no water, no nothing, right? And that's out of your control. And of all the houses on the block, it affected your house. Come on. Like, let's really think about this. Right? Stop bothering people who aren't bothering you. That's basically what this is about. Stop making other people's business your business. Stop bothering other people. Stop talking about other people. Stop biting other people. Stop being this kind of person. And then you won't be crying at night wondering, why is my life the way it is? Does God love me? Yes, God loves you. Absolutely. But you're going to have to go through what you have to go through as a consequence of your actions. Privileged lady reverse. This is definitely a woman. She lost. She's losing. She's defeated. She feels defeated. Like, what else am I, like, hello? And then you wonder why you're so sad and depressed and lonely and miserable and unsatisfied and unhappy. You wonder why. Because you stay listening to the devil. Like, come on. I don't know how else to say this, but it's very irritating at this point, you know? And I'm trying to be a very nice person about this. I really am. I really, really am. But, like, at what point do you wake up and be like, oh, maybe I am the problem? Maybe it's who I'm listening to. Maybe it's what I'm saying. Maybe it's what I'm doing. Right? Like, why do you think you can blow out someone's life, blow out someone's light, ideas, step on them? Like, this is an adult and they're telling a child, don't follow your dream because that's stupid. Meanwhile, that child has a purpose. But this adult, instead of nurturing that light and blowing life into it, they're dimming it and drowning it and trying to kill it. And it's just like, you really think God's going to continue to bless you and give you things? You're not doing your job as an elder or as a mentor or as an adult or as a parent or as someone older that's supposed to, you know, like, you're not. Like, they think like they deserve things. Especially when it comes to materials, like, you know, this person, they're thinking that they should have this house by now. They should have this car by now. They should have this career, this position, these monies, this financial. They should have it by now. Why don't they have it by now? Because you're smack dab in the middle of devil country. That's why. That's why you're not a privileged lady. That's why you're not a privileged man. That's why you're not living the good life. That's why you're not living a life like it's golden. Don't let them get you out of character. Yeah. I told you from the beginning, this person, they were doing things to get you to bite, right? To, like, confront them, ask them, interrogate them. Why did you? How come, why did you? And you never did that. Because you knew at the end of the day, that's not what I deserve. I'm not the one that's biting me. I'm not the one that's doing this. I'm not the one that's saying that. That's not me. That's them. And I don't deserve that. So I'm just going to heal and move on. And that's what you did. Don't let them get you out of character. There was no, you're not the one to go up against. You're not. I don't understand, like, you could care less about what they're saying, what they're doing, because at the end of the day, it's not going to affect you. Right? You want to listen to the devil and be all up in someone's face and then go behind their back and, well, hee hee ha ha, that's fine, go ahead. But it's not going unseen. Just like no good deed is left unseen, this is the same way. It's the same thing. You think no one's taking notes about the things that you're saying and doing? You think it's not being noticed? You think people around you aren't? Wait a minute. They just said, oh, shoot. All they do is lie. They like to play the blame game. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You need to be careful of this woman, because this woman, she's not getting the reaction or the things or the monies or the finances or their status or the reputation that she thought she was going to be getting by trying to do this to you. She's going to go attack you now, right? And she's going to be like, well, it's your fault that nobody believed my lies about you. Ma'am, are you okay? Sir? I'm going to get one more, and then I'm going to close it out with a couple more tarot. Your happiness is their karma, rebirth, less than human. That's what said. That says less than human. Let me rewrite that. Yeah, you get to be happy, like, and they feel like, how dare you be happy, because they're in the Four of Cups. It's like, okay, well, if you don't want to be happy, that's perfectly fine. That's your choice. I'm not going to do anything about that. I'm not going to force you to be happy, but I'm going to go be happy over here. And like, no, you can't be happy. I'm going to show you that not everybody can be happy. It's like, why? Why does it matter? Yeah, rebirth. Something new is going to emerge for you. Especially in this year, something new is going to emerge for you. Unbelievable. I feel like for some of you too, like, this person has the potential to go through a rebirth as well. They do. But they keep listening to the devil. Bless you! You want eggs? You want eggs? Okay, hold on. I'm just about done with this thing anyway, so that works out. Two Cups upright, Temperance reverse. Could be a karmic Sagittarius. But whoever this person is, people are realizing it's not peaceful being around this person. There's no peace. There's no equal partnership. I feel like if this wasn't two people that was doing this, it was like a group of people that they kind of like joined together. They partnered up to bring you some sort of like, to create chaos for you, bring you chaos, bring you uncertainties, right? No peace. You cannot relax. It's just not, right? We're going to prove to them that you can't be that peaceful. You can't be that happy. You have to, it's like whoever these people are, because they thrive in chaos and gossip and addictions and malicious and nasty and whatever. They wanted to prove that not everybody's that peaceful, not everybody's that happy, not everybody is so enthusiastic, not everybody is so pure, not everybody is so clean, not everyone is like, they wanted to take it upon themselves. And it's like, why are you so obsessed with trying to prove that that light is not a light? Like, it's I don't know. And if they couldn't prove it, they were going to try and do something to be like, see, I told you, not everybody. This is like somebody, like a community that smokes cigarettes, right? And let's say you don't smoke cigarettes. They're like trying to tempt you, try to say this, try to say that, blah, blah. And then you do smoke a cigarette. See, I told you, everybody smokes cigarettes. See, I told you, everybody gossips. See, I told you, everybody fights. See, I told you, everybody lies. See, I told you, everybody does this. That was the obsession. They wanted to prove that you too were just like them. See, I told you, not everybody is happy. See, I told you, everybody is depressed. Everybody is miserable. Nobody really likes their lives. Nobody really likes themselves. Nobody's that happy. Could have been a karmic Capricorn or a karmic Sagittarius, or it was two of these people that bounded together. They partnered up together. They were like, okay, you do this and I'll do this. Break. Let's cheers and clink glasses and say this and do that. Right? If I'm not mistaken, right, in this show, these two people, they ended up dying. Yeah, because they were friends. That's Bobby, and then I forgot his name. But yeah, they both ended up dying. But it's interesting, because the card that came out is Rebirth, right? This person ends up coming back to life. Right, because they had to, like, set something straight. They have to, like, fix some things, and you know, they end up coming back for a time. Yeah. So one of these people could be trying to redeem themselves, or is going to have the ability or the position, or it's like a time frame to redeem themselves. They're going to be able to have the chance to redeem themselves, right? Now, whether or not they do, I don't know, right? But especially if this person, one of these people knows that one of them is like on the attack and wants to attack you, that might be where they're going to be put in play to have to like defend you or whatever, even though it's going to be exposing them, right? But the fact that they're willing to let themselves be exposed to defend you, that might be their chance of redeeming, and that might, because like I said, there's a possibility of a rebirth here, right? And it could be the one that is going to be called to defend you, and that's going to be their chance. They have a chance to redeem themselves by defending you, and that will jumpstart their rebirth, right? They have a whole new life and, less karmic debt to deal with and less misery, a little bit more success, a little bit more, right? But that's if they do that. That's if. Now, if these people are still alive, it could be that their reputations have been shot. Their reputations is... it's not good. So, do with that what you will. I'm going to get 2 more, then I'm going to close the reading. See, I knew it. That's why I had to use both of these decks, because this deck was one thing, and then, yeah. One. That's 2, I believe. Yeah. We got the 9 of Cups upright. The King of Pentagrams on the fence. The Lovers on the fence. Wow. So there is... That's so funny, because I know what this is. Alright, with the 9 of Cups up right here, they were just... It was something about how emotionally fulfilled you are, right? And they wanted to prove, like, that doesn't exist. Either one of them or both of them, they wanted to prove that doesn't exist, because you got to keep in mind, these are empty men or empty women, right? They have lack of love, self-love, they feel like failures. All they care about is things, materials. They're miserable, they're unhappy. So here you come. Wow. They have a light, they're emotionally fulfilled, they're happy, they're peaceful, they're this, they're that. We gotta prove that doesn't exist. Why? Because they don't have that. Alright? Simple. Now, there's a King of Pentacles, the King of Pentagrams, which is the King of Pentacles, right? That's Crowley. He's also known as like the King of Hell in the show. And then we have the Lovers, which is Sam and his girlfriend. This King of Pentagrams has been taking notes, observing, watching, everything from the outside, right? It's kind of like they've been watching this like on a screen or like from a bubble or whatever. They've been watching the happenings of this, right? And as they're watching this, they're taking note of who to partner up with, who to work with. And not only that, but whatever this has been, right? This King of Pentagrams is taking it upon themselves to bring some sort of balance for you, right? That's it. They've seen this. They know this. They are aware of this. All of this, everything that's been happening to you, everything that's been said, everything that's been done, they've been taking note. This is the person, you know how I was saying that there was someone around them or people around them that are just like, something's not adding up. Right? It's this King of Pentagrams. This King of Pentagrams has been taking note, has been watching, has been observing, has been very analytical, has been analyzing, right? Has been very patient, letting things unfold as they should. And now they want to bring some sort of balance to you. They want to partner up with you. They've also been holding back on partnering up with these people, these men, these women. They've been taking notes like, interesting. That's that. I mean, there's more, but I kind of want to cut this video because I'm getting hungry. And my sausages just arrived. All right, bye.